Hey guys, what's up? It's Jay Black, your Monterey Realtor, and today I'm hanging out with Alli, the owner and curator here at Oficino Uno, a gallery here in Carmel. She's been here over 10 years, right on Ocean Avenue. You know, she's been a staple here in the community, and and it's my pleasure to be able to hang out with you today. I'm excited to get to know more about you and your business. So,
Great. Nice to meet you.
yeah, you as well. So why don't you tell us more about Oficino Uno? Am I pronouncing that right, first of all?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yes, it's a little tricky. So Oficino Uno is the name of the gallery, and it was the name that was written above the door.
Okay.
And I started renting it,
Okay.
so I just went with it.
Okay.
And later on I found out that it doesn't mean anything in either Spanish or Italian.
Okay.
So somebody made it up.
Okay.
But I would assume that it means first office.
Yeah, it sounds like that's what it means.
So I liked it and I just kept with it.
Okay. What kind of art do you have here?
I have black and white photography, and it's a combination of my own art as well as other artists that are some living, some not. So some famous photographers.
Is it mostly like portraits? Because we've got some back here, right?
Yes.
So you've got, I see kind of portraits here,
Yes.
right? But what else do we have? It looks like some...
So everything really. The main focus is hand printed photographs. So it's from film, hand printed, usually by the artists themselves. So it's really part of that creative process, and that's what I love it so much. And it's the history of photography in Carmel goes way back. There's landscapes, there's figurative work, there's abstract, floral, everything.
Okay.
Everything. As long as it's black and white, I love it.
That's great. So you must be a fan of Ansel Adams, right? Like everybody
Yes.
knows that name.
Everyone knows Ansel. Another great photographer that lived here is Edward Weston and Brett Weston.
Okay.
And they have a little different way of photographing than Ansel Adams. They did a lot of close-ups, a little more abstract.
Okay.
And those photographs come in every so often. Some that are interesting, like a pepper or a cabbage leaf. And when you first look at it, you think, is that really what I'm looking at? So yeah,
Okay.
The abstract part of it's really interesting.
Oh, that is interesting. Yeah. So they must do like if like you're saying a cabbage leaf and a pepper, they must do super close up then, right? So
Yes.
you can't like it takes a minute to figure it out. Okay.
Yes,
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
and sometimes even just like a real close-up of, say, peeling paint, and that can just make your imagination go into another aspect.
Why did you decide you wanted to start your own gallery?
So I had been working in another gallery,
Okay.
and I decided that I wanted to, firstly, pursue my own photography as an artist, and also I really enjoyed selling photographs of other famous people. So I found this little space, which is just beautiful. It's right on Ocean Avenue and have a view of the city, and it has great light, and it just all came together so nicely. And I had the flexibility to do my own work, and that was really the key, because I was working at a place, a retail space, so I had to be there, certain hours. And so now I have this beautiful gallery, and I try to be here more often than not.
Sure.
And have the door open, and that's where I get people coming up and finding me and being so surprised and excited to see the work that I have here.
What surprised you most since you opened?
I think the sense of community. Like, I have had other galleries recommend me, people coming in and absolutely saying, this is such a great space, you have great photography. So, just the support that I've had from others.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Carmel seems to be a very close-knit community, especially among the artists, right? Like everybody seems to know everybody. You got the Carmel art walks all the time. Are you part of that?
Yes, there's a photo art walk.
Oh, okay.
So
So there's,
something
there
you've
you
got to
go.
check out.
Yeah, okay.
And it typically happens in summertime, and it's part of the Center of Photography down here near the Sunset Center. They put it on, and all the photography galleries open up, and you can just wander through and check out all the photography galleries. and it's so fantastic because there's just the variety of photography here in Carmel, as well as other art.
What is something that the customers would say they like most about coming into Oficino Uno?
Well, they love the space.
Okay.
They want to move in.
Okay.
They're like, yeah, if you ever want to leave, and I'll get the office from you. It's just a great energy, and also just the history behind it. It's from a 1920s style building with adobe and Spanish tile. It's just lovely. And then of course the balcony I have to go out to see the view of Carmel, which is great on the times they have the parades.
Oh yeah, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, and it just works well with black and white photography.
Yeah.
So this is why a lot of people in town collect photographs, because they look great in adobe style houses, which we have lots of.
Yes, we do. What are some goals you have for the next year?
Well, the main goal is to obviously reach out to more people and get some more sales, and also educate people more about collecting photography. And that's really huge because some people think, oh yeah, and especially these days, with digital.
Just snap a picture all the time.
Picture,
Yeah, right.
click, and off we go. But when people actually hand make a photograph, it's very similar to a painting in a lot of ways. It's not just instantaneous. It's a long process of taking the photograph, number one, then choosing it, composing it, and then taking it into the darkroom, and then making the photograph, which can take a long time.
Yeah.
You can make one and then go, oh, I need to change it, I need to dodge and burn, etc. So it's a long process, and then toning it and then framing it is another thing. So just educating people about the art of photography is something I like to do, especially some of the younger people. And I've had students come in, and that's been really fantastic.
Okay. So do you have a darkroom here then as well?
I don't have it here, but I do have a darkroom that I use.
Okay. Yes. So you'd be able to take on somebody and kind of teach them a little bit if they...
A little bit, yeah.
Cool.
And Carmel and Monterey have such great resources for printing.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
There's a ton of places out there that you can actually do classes and things like that too.
What do you like most about being a member of the Monterey Peninsula community?
I love being part of the community because, again, we're just all supportive of each other, no matter what aspect. From just people, younger generations coming in and seeing, what great art there is in this town, and the older generation trying to hold on to that, which I love. I don't want us to change too much. I like how it is. I do believe we need to, obviously modernize a few things.
Sure.
I think that just overall, Carmel is such a wonderful town, as well as, there's many other ones, Monterey, etc.
Sure.
But Carmel being my city, is that I just love, the history, and it's very cool. I mean, it's just such a great place to be. And again, just the artistic part of it, which is so unique.
Is there anything else we all need to know about Oficino Uno?
How I get photographs, how do I obtain them? And one of the ways is that I get consignments. So people that have decided, that are collectors, decide to acquire something else, or downsize, etc. So they come to me, and we'll figure out a price, and then we'll display it, and I do all the marketing, etc. And again, through having art walks, etc., people come by, and obviously word of mouth is just fantastic. So yeah, that's how I get the photographs here.
Okay.
And I try to find the buyer for it. So I'm helping the seller and the buyer together. So this is kind of my job, and I love it. I mean, that's part of, the interest is that I'm thrilled to be able to find works for people. If they can't find it, they're busy, or they just, hit a dead end, I can work with other galleries and other avenues to try to get the photographs that they want. The other thing is, just supporting, other galleries as well. So, come down to Carmel and just wander around, and go down a street. You thought, you know, there's nothing down there. Go down, and you'll be surprised. And just like me, just come up the stairs and don't be afraid, don't be shy, and you know you'll get to see like the the areas that you wouldn't have imagined when you just drive up and down Ocean Avenue.
Just get out and wander for a minute.
Yeah.
Well, like you've got this building, right? But there's a little alley next to the stairs. It just kind of keeps going back. And there's other stuff back there, and you'd never. So sorry to cut in front of your face there, but yeah, like there's a lot of those. There's another one just a block that way. It's another alley that cuts through.
And I've been here, you know, many years, and I even venture off the track sometimes, and I will go. Wow, look at that.
Here it is.
And just cool architecture as well as, you know, some little funky stores.
Okay, yeah, cool, for sure. And we're on Ocean between Dolores and San Carlos. There we are. Okay, so come in, check it out. It's a really cool little spot here. Thanks for joining us. Was there anything else?
No,
I think we're good. Okay, all right. Well, thanks guys. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Jay.